Quality film gear comes at a premium price, and for a good reason. And over the last few weeks, I've 3D printed a bunch of it to see how it would perform in my workflow. Let's take a closer look. This is an over-engineered mic and battery holder for the BOYA BY-M1 Lav mic. It keeps the whole thing compact, which is useful as the cable is 6 meters long, so it really gets in the way. I already had a solution for the cable, which was using a battery strap, but this solution also works. My workflow when using a Lavalier microphone is to attach the mic to my shirt, run the cable down to my back pocket, and connect it to the X5U5 transmitter, which I use for wireless audio. Having the battery strap works best for my workflow, but if you've got a 3D printer, I definitely print out this part and give it a go. It could save you time and might be worth it. While not entirely filmmaking gear, this little part that I printed off a while ago has received the most use. It's quite simply an adapter for my microphone that allows it to fit on my boom arm. This makes it incredibly useful for filming voiceovers and communicating with friends instead of having it sit on my desk in the way. The next two items I've already made videos on, so I'll recap them quickly. This is a camera cage for the Lumix G9 or similar sized DSLR. It utilizes a top handle and several mounting options for various accessories. It's rather simple but also kind of inefficient, so I'll hopefully be making a revision in the future as it was quite a fun project, it just didn't turn out as well as I hoped. I also made this wheel adapter for my light stand, allowing it to roll around on the floor. However, the motion was not as smooth as I wanted it to be, and I recently upgraded to a C stand, so I discontinued the project. The main inspiration for this video are these two projects here, a motorized camera slider and a custom shoulder rig. Let's start with the shoulder rig. It was based on some simple designs that I saw online and then modeled in Fusion 360. It's lacking a few features such as a quick release mount, and the shoulder pad itself could be improved, but overall it's a great value setup that works surprisingly well. To use it, you mount the camera to the middle plate, which can also be slid anywhere along the rails for customizability. Then you pick up the system, place it on your shoulder, and you're ready to get out there and film. The whole setup was made in 2 days, 1 day for CAD and 1 day for printing the parts and building it. Its current iteration is version 2. For version 3, I'd like to add some cushions to the shoulder pad as it doesn't have a lot of grip at the moment, and maybe work a little bit on the front handle system. Aside from that, the construction of the whole rig is pretty solid and works really well for the time and money spent on it. Speaking of money spent, the total cost of this rig, if you're buying all the components new, is around $20 US. The main cost of this is the rods, but I only used them because they were laying around from a previous project. Finally, we have the motorized camera slider, a project I'd been putting off for far too long. The reason for the delay was that I had yet not learned any CAD software to help me fully plan out the design before I built it. Since I've recently begun learning Fusion 360, I was able to design the whole thing in less than a day, print it during the next, and have it completed by the third. It's based around a stepper motor, 3D printer mainboard, and LCD screen, so it was once again a great use of unused components. It's simple and works well, so I'll be using it more in future videos, until I build a multi-axis one. All the projects in this video have helped me realize the possibilities of 3D printing filmmaking gear, more than I could have ever done by watching videos. So I highly recommend to try making your own gear whenever you can, as it can greatly improve your creativity and it is a lot of fun. I've got some big projects planned for this year, so stay tuned, and once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.